What's going on, guys? It's NYPrepper here. I wanted to talk to you guys about an overlooked aspect of cold weather survival. So I'm going to do a whole series on cold weather survival. I actually already started one 2 years ago, but I never got a chance to finish it. But if you check out, I did a playlist called Winter Survival. So I'm going to continue with some cold weather survival videos, and in this video it's just going to be a quick kind of like a tip for you guys, or just kind of like a lesson or a concept. It's not really anything hands-on here, but it's a very important concept that you guys need to understand. So right now it's about 19 degrees, and I'm just walking outside. It's in the middle of the night, and I'm just at a local town over here close to where I live, and we actually had some snow a couple of weeks ago, but we had like a little warming spell. But I'll show you guys the pile here, snow pile from it was right before Christmas. We had a huge blizzard, dumped about 2 feet of snow, and like I said, right now it's about 19 degrees, and which is actually pretty warm for upstate New York. Normally it would be like single digits, but this year it's kind of on the mild side. So I wanted to talk to you guys about a very overlooked concept of cold weather survival. All right, and what that is making sure that you take in enough calories. All right. A lot of guys talk about layering their clothes and starting a fire and sleeping bags and things like that. But a very important concept of cold weather survival is making sure you have enough calories, okay? I've done videos on cold weather conditioning, and I've done videos on brown fat and how brown fat can generate body heat, okay, from calories. And so basically a very important concept that you need to understand for cold weather survival is that inside of your body you have brown fat, okay? The brown fat is a permanent fat that lines your organs, and you can't burn off brown fat. Brown fat is pretty much like an organ, okay? Versus white fat. White fat is the stuff that you have under your skin, which you can burn off, okay, from calorie deficits and from exercise, right? So white fat and brown fat, those are the two types of fat in your body, and the brown fat is what generates body heat, okay? So brown fat is very densely packed with mitochondria, and what the mitochondria do is they take calories and they convert it into energy, okay? And when your body does that, it generates heat, all right? It raises your metabolic rate, okay? When you raise your metabolic rate, you raise your core temperature, okay? So, you can condition your body. Number one, you can condition your body to be more efficient at converting calories to looks like a big old rabbit just ran by. You can condition your body to be more efficient at converting calories to heat, okay, via the brown fat. And in order to do that, you have to expose yourself to cold weather. I've talked about that, and what I recommend you guys do is just go outside in the winter time and walk outside with limited clothing on. You don't have to totally strip down, but go outside with like light clothing. Instead of wearing like a full winter outfit, maybe just wear like a light jacket and a light shirt, and go outside and go for a walk like maybe 3 times a week for like 30 minutes, and your brown fat will adapt, and it'll start to get more efficient at converting calories into heat energy, okay, via the brown fat mitochondria. But in addition to, you know, conditioning yourself to the cold, another thing is, you know, that's critical is your calories, okay? So you can condition yourself as much as you want, but if you don't have enough calories, you're not going to be able to create the heat energy, okay, via the brown fat, okay? So you have to make sure when you're in a cold weather environment that you pack enough calories with you, okay? Or you have a source of calories in your environment that you can readily obtain, okay? So what that means is if you have a bug out bag, you should always make sure you have enough calories in your bug out bag, okay? Because especially in the winter time, you want to make sure you have enough calories, so this way the calories are going to keep you warm, all right? Now, you can even test it for yourself, all right? What I recommend you guys do is let yourself get hungry, okay? You can test it. If you don't believe me, you could see the difference that calories make, and calories will keep you warm, okay? So let yourself get hungry, all right? Wait till you're feeling hungry, and then go outside and spend a couple minutes outside, and you'll feel a little bit colder than you normally do, all right? That rabbit just ran away. I think I flushed it out with my loud voice. So let yourself get hungry, go outside, and you'll notice when you're hungry that you'll feel a little bit colder than you normally do, okay? And then what you do is go inside, eat a big meal, okay? Let's say eat dinner or whatever, lunch, a nice big meal, and give it a 5-10 minutes to digest, and then go outside again, and you'll notice that you're not cold anymore. You know, you'll feel kind of hot, actually. Like, for example, if you eat a big meal, you'll actually, like sometimes when I eat a big meal, I start to sweat, and that's normal. What that is your metabolic rate is going up. Your basal metabolic rate goes up, all right, because it's like firewood for your body, all right? When you're ingesting food and ingesting calories, think of it as like firewood, okay? And your stomach is like a wood stove. So you want to feed your wood stove with firewood. You want to put calories in your belly, and that'll keep you warm, okay? Now, obviously, does that mean that you should, you know, strip down naked and run across Siberia? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that having your belly full in a cold weather environment or a cold weather survival situation is going to keep you, it's going to keep your core temperature running a couple of degrees higher than if you're hungry, okay? So the worst case scenario is if you're in a cold weather environment and not only is it cold outside, but you're also hungry, okay? That's the worst case scenario, because when you're hungry, again, you don't have any calories that your body can use to create heat via the brown fat, okay? So that's like a worst case scenario, is it's cold outside, you have limited clothing, and then on top of that, you don't have any food on you, all right? You're going to get hypothermia very quickly in that situation, all right? So make sure you pack enough calories in your bug out bag, okay? Make sure that, you know, if you don't pack enough calories in your bug out bag, you know, make sure that you know how to gather food in your surroundings. And when it comes to the type of food that you should pack in order to keep yourself as warm as possible and to raise your metabolic rate and have the thermogenesis going on, you want to pack sugars, and you want to pack very fatty foods, okay? For example, the Eskimos, if you look at the Eskimos, they are able to keep themselves very warm in the wintertime in the Arctic Circle because they eat a lot of seal blubber, okay? And the seal blubber is just pure fat, okay? And that fat will actually raise your metabolic rate, your basal metabolic rate, okay? So when you ingest fatty foods, your body has to work in order to break that fatty food down, okay, because the fat is so dense. Your body has to work in order to break the fat down, and by doing that, it raises your core temperature, all right? And that's how the Eskimos are able to keep their core temperatures high. And sometimes you'll see Eskimos walking around with very limited clothing on because they eat the seal blubber all winter long, okay? They live off of seal blubber, all right? So, you know, sugars and fats are critical. Now, sugar will also raise your core temperature because sugar is very easily converted into energy, okay? Sugar is like instant energy, so as soon as you ingest sugar, your body can quickly convert it into heat, okay? So, you know, versus, let's say, like a complex carbohydrate like bread or, you know, oatmeal or something like that, it takes longer for your body to break it down, versus sugar is like instant, okay? So you want to pack sugars and you want to pack fats, okay? Peanut butter, almonds, peanuts, you know, whatever, okay? If you have any lard, let's say you have some lard left over from hunting season, or you know, if you just happen to like lard, you could keep some lard around, okay? But you want to pack fatty foods and you want to pack sugars, and your body will use that to keep you warm, and that's basically the fuel for your body to keep your core temperature high, okay? So always make sure, if you're in a cold weather environment like I am right now, see if you guys can see my see that? All right, so you know, make sure you pack enough calories in your bug out bag. If you're going into a cold weather environment, whether it's you know, hunting, or if it's SHTF and you have to operate in a cold weather environment, let's say you're doing security patrols or you're overwatching an area, okay, you want to make sure you pack enough calories, okay, because the calories are critical to keep you warm, and they'll give you a little boost of body heat, all right, via the brown fat and the mitochondria and the brown fat that are going to convert the calories into heat and raise your basal metabolic rate. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Stay tuned to my channel for more cold weather survival. I'm going to get more hands-on in future videos, but you know, concepts like this are very important as well. So thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 P's. Prepare, practice, and persevere.